Hi minions across the globe. Welcome back to another Gamer Mini interview episode. It's been a while. I know it has been quite some time since the last one. You do know I'm filming you, don't you? But it's the year 2019 and everyone's got all sorts of interesting antics that they get up to, so don't worry about it. Welcome back, you wonderful minions. It's great to have another wonderful YouTube channel that I'm going to get to know, that you're going to get to know. I'm going to ask them a few questions so that we can all have good fun. And this wonderful next YouTube channel is in fact a duo channel. I love duos, especially like in real life. Like we have Alan Pace, Laurel and Hardy, Bread and Butter, Fish and Chips, Bonnie and Clyde, Adam and Eve, Timon and Pumbaa, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
A few hours later.
All of these duos are just going to send me mad. Alright, fellow minions, I'm going to introduce you to RetroSesh. Come on, meet the guys. Let's have a drink with the lads, shall we? Let's get to know them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Virtual, a doctorate of all things.
2 thumbs up from me.
Well, that's a pretty good what's it from
That's
Pete.
massive.
Yeah, I've never got one of those.
No.
And he's never even met you.
I think it's because I'm black and I've got class and style, like a black James Bond. You're very welcome, guys. It's a pleasure to have you both here. And 2 thumbs up, that's pretty upstanding. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the amazing praise already. I think I just have this vibe as well that even if people don't love me, they know I'm cool. Or at least in the women's case, they know I'm hot.
Okay, so, first question.
So then, numero uno, or number one, question one. How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
Internet.
Oh, Poff.
We met. My first memory is being in nursery. I'm going to say about 3 years old and met this geezer.
It's true. We
Yeah.
met in nursery. I think the only thing I remember from nursery, apart from my parents coming to pick me up and going around yours maybe a handful of times, was you stealing my fucking prized toy car that I... Basically, there was a drawer full of toy cars, and I had one that I took quite a severe liking to. And one day Pete thought, I want to play with that car. And I was livid.
For a bit of context, I mean, I grew up an only child. Then I got thrown into nursery.
Yeah.
And there's toys for me to play with, but other kids are like touching them.
Yeah.
I didn't really compute in my head.
Yeah.
I think the first memory I have of you is there was a Punch and Judy show. They don't do them anymore, I don't think.
Well, no.
Yeah, there's Punch and Judy show at the thing, and I remember going up to you going punch like that.
Oh, how did I react?
That's my first. I don't think you reacted at all, but I got kicked out. Not kicked out, actually. Like,
You got
you
fucking
expelled. But just I had to leave that room. And I was like a really naughty kid. I don't know why. At that age, since
yeah.
I'm 4, I was like fine, quiet boy.
Yeah, look, you've definitely got a better, younger memory than I have. I was just drunk all the time.
Yeah, pisshead.
Oh, I do miss my nursery days. It's been a long time since I've been a little kiddly-wing. I knew someone, still know him, that I've known since primary school. I think it was around the age of... What age was it when I started my London school? Well, when I moved home in year 3. I think I was about, 7 at the time, I think. I think that's the age when you're in year 3. I think it is. Then I've known him ever since I'm near enough nearly 30 years old, and... yeah, we're still mates. Goodness me, but that story was hecka funny. That was absolutely amazing, that was.
Next question.
Numero dos. Do you have any unpopular opinions on gaming? These kind of questions I really enjoy.
I'm going to say that a lot of people now play online.
You do? Yeah.
And when I grew up playing games, there wasn't that capability.
No.
Yeah, you're right, Pete. I remember the days when local co-op come around your mate's house and go around theirs, take your games over, swap games and all this and that. The good old days can still be done now, but that flair doesn't exist as opposed to just going online. The good old couch or whatever, sitting on the floor, mayhem days, people watching the screen and just having a few beers or drinks and just laughing, banters and stuff. especially when gaming was in its prime. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. I'm sorry, you were saying?
And going back into gaming about 10 years ago, everyone was already online before me. Everyone was a lot better than me at everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't want to play online. All these people from around the world are just kicking my ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, online gaming, that's where it's at nowadays. I mean, look at GTA 5 online.
Yeah, Fortnite,
still going.
PUBG, all that stuff.
Fortnite,
Yeah.
rubbish, all those games.
I share much of the same hatred, and mine's more of... when I play video games, I like to be the Don. Like, if I'm playing GTA, I need to know that no matter who is fucking attacking me, I can get 2 sawed-off shotguns out and just... Bah, 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 bah,
Yeah.
bah, 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 bah. But of course, everyone online is better than you, or at least there will always be someone better than you out
For
there.
sure.
And then, of course, you bring in hacking and cheating and all that sort of shit into it.
Worst.
And any sort of fun you may have out of that is gone.
Oh, hackers. I share in the hatred towards hackers and online gaming and boosters. I remember, if I can remember correctly offhand, the first games I experienced this with, I think in terms of online, I think it was back on the PS3 with World at War, which was a really good Call of Duty game, and Modern Warfare 2, and Mario Kart Wii, another fun game, and just a few others. But the fact is, all that hacking and bloody boosting, it just really takes a lot of fun, a lot of competition away from it. I mean, with the Mario Kart Wii, had to deal with people just throwing 10 million blue shells and invincible stars all the time. With World at War, it was like just jumping up and down in space or going underneath the map or travelling through here and there. Yeah, because you did that in war times, couldn't you? I'm not against playing against others online. I love the competition of it. But I do hate when people ruin the experience by being absolute twats. And I don't feel any sort of regret saying that either. I mean, I just almost wish I could just give 2 magnificently sized middle fingers to them, you know. But then again, some people support hacking, think it's funny and all this and that. It's absolute hot garbage, mate. I've also had to deal with it on Left 4 Dead 2 on the PC version. As much as I like Left 4 Dead 2, I don't really want to play that anymore due to the fact of that. I don't really trust all that neither. I mean, the fact is that so many middle fingers could be given to these people that do that and all this and that, you know. I wish I could do that myself, just give them the middle finger. I wish I could, or even some of that as well, but, you know, not well.
And I'm going to extend it onto esports games as well, like Rocket League and things like that. They just don't click with me. I have tried them. I'm just diabolically shit at them.
Yeah.
In fact, on Rocket League specifically, I played it, annihilated everyone, and then the first game is like matchmaking. So it goes, this new user that started playing is actually relatively okay. So we'll put him with these guys, and then the second round just got annihilated. So I only ever won that first round. Next quizzagione!
Right, question 3. Who is your favourite gaming developer? I hope so.
I'm going to say, now I grew up playing Nintendo, the SNES, of course, my favourite console of all time. Rare. I mean, the Donkey Kong Country games, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Moving on then to GoldenEye.
So you say Rare, it's Rareware?
Rareware,
But
yes.
Were they ever just known as Rare? Or
Yeah,
is that just
Rare
abbreviation?
Inc., but Rareware, they sometimes call themselves.
Okay.
I think could be wrong on
They recently went bust, didn't they?
They have, they're not in operation anymore.
Seriously, I have been such a dinosaur in terms of gaming news with... Wow. Well, as we know, Rareware from the 80s and 90s, if they would have continued of how they were back then up to this modern day, who knows? But part of me feels they would be the kings, or one of them, in the top 5 of everyone's most loved developer by this day. But Microsoft had to get involved, pretty much like Disney got involved with Star Wars, and look how that turned out. Oh, that killed. Oh.
I know.
But games like that, I mean, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's always Donkey Kong Country, that always stood out to me. And I would have said Nintendo, because their first party games are just phenomenal.
It's true.
But they're also more of a manufacturer as well. But their development team is obviously
one of the best,
I'd say, in my opinion, the best in the world. Definitely one of the best.
So Nintendo, you think are the best developer in the world, but Rareware is your favourite developer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can say that.
Makes sense,
Just bear in mind that I grew up, I'm a retro gamer, even still now. So these new publishers that are out, new developers, not as up to date on them, not as fond of them.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the right ballpark.
Yeah.
For me, first of all, I still can't believe that Rareware went bust. You name some of those headlining titles that they must have got so much money
Ridiculous.
from. And yeah, to go bust, there must have been some sort of tactical deal or something, or they got bought out by someone. I don't know. Mine, I mean, I would like to say like Bethesda or CD Projekt Red, who did the Witcher games.
All right.
They're really cool. But for me, it's running with scissors. The Postal games, they're so good. But, I mean, the games actually, I mean, Postal 1 was very simple. Postal 2 was mwah. Postal 3 was a bit of a... But just the way that, you know, they're like, oh, guys, we're going to make a game. It's going to be like this. And I'm going to put Bin Laden in it.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I remember you showing it to me. I was like, what?
Yeah. And it's just all this controversial stuff. They just go, fuck off. We're going to do what we want to do, and we're going to do it now.
Yeah, they're like the South Park of gaming.
It's true.
They just did
Very
whatever
much.
they wanted to.
If Trey Parker and Matt Stone were a developer, that would be it.
I remember you saying to me, "Oh, Pete, there's this game called Postal, and you do this." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
Then
and
you
your
showed
mum
me.
bought me it. Yeah, because I wanted it. Yeah, that's on my. That's the same copy that's on my shelf.
No way.
Yeah, because we wanted it, and it was actually banned in this country, and we saw it in Game Station, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have it!" And we got your mum, who was like on, nearby.
Yeah.
And she came and bought it for us.
Nice one.
Yeah, profit.
I still find it a bit of a shock to the system, and that the fact that Rare went bust. Well, there you go. Then I'll have to look up on that. And as also Game Station, I miss that shop. I love that shop so much. I mean, before I really went into Game Station as much as I was in my teenage years, when I started to really, really love the PS2 Xbox games. It's phenomenal games on there. I went to Blockbusters mostly to get rentals, and the last game I think I remember renting from Blockbusters was Smash Brothers. Did a retrospective on that. But yeah, bloody hell. Rare bust. What is one underrated game that you would recommend to gamers and or new gamers?
Cool. Okay, shall I go first?
Please.
I'll go first. So, I would like to say there's Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
I know you're gonna smirk at that game. I just clicked with it. I don't know why. I can't say it's the number one game though because I never completed it. It does get pretty tricky. And there's a whole plethora as well. Obviously, being Sega fanboy of the year 2019, that like little ones that you pick up. But mine is gonna be Porsche Challenge.
Porsche Challenge on the PlayStation.
Yeah, on the PlayStation. It's an amazing arcade racing game. We've covered it already on one of our videos, but I just love that game. It's very nostalgic for me, but it's an easy pick up and just rinse around, especially if you're into driving games, and that's cool. And it's not like Gran Turismo and things like that where you have to, do opposite lock and, really control the car. It is an arcade racer. But for me, that's the one. If you haven't got it, get it. And what about you, Peter?
My pick for underrated game is Zombies. Zombies Ate My Neighbours, I think is the full title.
It is.
Yeah. On the SNES. You remember playing that with me. I remember
so good. Proper couch co-op.
Couch co-op.
Yeah.
Just runs smoothly. Just a really fun game.
Pretty good, yeah. It's probably one of my favourites as well,
Really?
to be honest. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Bloody good game.
There's a lot of games that are like hidden gems. Not hidden gems, but like they are rated, but they're not rated as high as some in the series. For instance, Super Mario World 2.
Okay.
Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably say it's better than number one.
Ooh. I
Maybe
don't
not.
think I've played either, really.
Okay, yeah. It might not be better, but it's definitely on par. And it just gets forgotten about because the original's so damn good. But yeah, there's a lot of games like that. So, but I'm going to go Zombies Ate My Neighbours.
Yeah, and we share quite a few as well, especially on the SNES. Stunt Race FX, Street Racer,
Uni Rally.
A
lot of races we played together, yeah.
Yeah. They're
There's
all
loads
really
on the
cool.
SNES. I love the SNES. I fucking love it.
Yeah. Next to Conversazione!
Interesting games you got there, guys. Thank you very much for your lists. What are your hobbies that do not somehow involve illegal activities?
Question number 5. What are your hobbies?
I mean...
Legal.
Oh, okay. Well, there's not a lot to say, is there?
Yeah.
Well, RetroSesh.
Yes,
our YouTube
definitely.
channel.
Yeah.
That's
Right, Pete,
certainly
quite
a
a
hobby.
humble brag there. Fucking hell.
www.youtube.com/
Slash.
yeah, I do that. I play a bit of football. Like to go
Well, like your
bike
fighting.
riding. Oh yes, do a bit of boxing. Do a bit of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. We both go to the gym.
Yes,
We both
yeah,
go to
we
the
do
can't
that.
that as a hobby. It's more of a necessity at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. I'm into cars as well, specifically classic English ones.
You are.
And own one and work on that quite a lot. Obviously games. I'm a computer technician as my profession, so that kind of dribbles down, and I've got my computer that I work on, build and play with, and tinker and all that crap. And of course, RetroSesh.
Yeah, I love being a tourist as well, going
You've
over the
fucking
world,
travelled
all
so
over the
fucking
world, but
far.
also just even in the local area. Any spare day is like, oh, let's go to that owl sanctuary.
Do we have an owl sanctuary?
There is one in Cornwall, Screech. It's called. We'll be going there soon.
Did you say the line? I know a cracking owl sanctuary.
Yeah, I did.
Did you
She
actually?
didn't get it.
Well, of course you did.
Oh wow, I've actually been down to that neck of the pond 3 times actually. It takes about 7 to 8 hours depending on traffic. If it's on traffic, goodness me. That's so annoying. But yeah, I think one journey took about 8 hours from this side of the pond, or the pond, same part of the country. No, it's not. I'm all the way over here, near Londonish side, and you guys are all over there. Bloody hell, it's a journey. Hopefully it's alright for you down there. I do like how villagey it is down there, like Villager. He's the only gay in the village. But yeah, I actually do like it down there. It's really nice down Cornwall. Lovely. I love how, you got different things you're going to love, like, Pete does like kung fu and martial arts. Wow, what you do? I like it also how people think that they can beat up someone who is actually trained in the ways of self-defense and offense as well, as opposed to just grabbing each other like that and throwing each other and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, strike and then like that. Hey, but I know. And Mike's job, interesting profession there, mate. And yeah, I like cars myself. One of my favourite cars is actually the Aston Martin. Cannot decide which model I like. I think it's the model that has missiles on it, ejecto seats, champagne glass holders and things like that, infrared, satellite navigation and things. I'm pretty sure it's got stealth, miniguns. And if I've got a lovely hot babe by my side, yeah, that's definitely my car.
Question number 6.
Good. I was hoping, you would. Number 6.
Can you play any musical instruments? I can. Watch this.
So let's go over to Michael first for this one.
Right, so purposely didn't put this in with the hobbies bit because we had to answer this question. I'm in a band, used to be in quite a few, but now I'm only in one because RetroSesh is kind of monopolising my time, but I like it. But I play guitar and drums and I play bass professionally as well, so that's quite cool. What about you, Piotr?
When I was about 12, people always say that, when I was 12.
When I was 12.
Actually,
I
was
didn't
when
always say that.
when I was 12, when I started secondary school, I started getting into guitar. I was a bit of a
that's true.
bedroom guitarist, but yeah, I don't play a lot anymore.
No, you know Kumbaya though? Cracking rendition of Kumbaya.
A-D-A-D-A-E-A.
There you go. Get that tab.
This is one of the reasons why I love the fact that I came up with this segment of me asking YouTubers in this way. Right, a band, that's amazing. Play bass professionally and you play quite a few instruments. I play guitar. I'm getting used to the electric, but I'm used to acoustic, and I've got an acoustic electric. So I've got 3, 1 acoustic, fully acoustic, electric, acoustic, and 1 electric. The amp on that one is a bit... I bought it about 4 years ago because I was wanting to really get into guitar a lot more, trying to watch all these videos on YouTube. I've never really had any one-to-one tutoring, but I've actually gotten so much better at the guitar by learning to play the chords in a basic manner, and it's all about the technique over just trying to get the best of everything. That's not how learning and learning from your flaws works. It's all about technique, proper finger positioning on that amazing fret and strum. You know, you're bound to make mistakes, but I love the process of actually playing the guitar. I've actually tried to practice a few songs, and I feel so satisfyingly happy when I can actually play a song without no mistakes, even a few minor ones, like, you know, accidentally muting a string and things like that. But it was so amazing with my guitar progression, and I'm still a beginner. I still consider myself a beginner. I'm not exactly band worthy, but I actually wrote quite a few songs a few years ago. Go into my history here just for a sec, and I lost all my bloody songs accidentally. Now I think it was either digitally or it was actually on paper, but that's actually taught me to back things up, so and be on pretty much digital next time, all backed up. But fantastic to hear that from you, Mike, mate. Yeah, I want to try and get myself in a band myself as soon as I get good enough. I want to earn some of that mullah, earning, not exactly doing it for the love of that. I love creating music. Biggest inspiration, definitely video games are first in that department, then real life musical artists, you know, the ones that actually really put good effort into making their songs. Have you met anyone famous? I kind of have, but they're professional athletes who actually trained in the Olympics. And Dame Kelly Holmes herself.
Going on back to the hobbies again, Pete likes wrestling and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So quite a lot of the people you've met are probably that sort of elk.
I've met loads of wrestlers, new school and old school.
Have you met Hulk Hogan?
Not Hulk Hogan.
Have you met Sandstorm? Sandman?
Sandman. I have not met the Sandman. I've met Razor Ramon, Kevin Nash, who's also a pretty big actor nowadays. Met loads like at the live events, just being front row in the crowd and just meeting them and saying hello. Who else? Saw Gordon Ramsay on a bike ride.
Yeah, you met him.
He cycled past. I'm counting that. Who else a lot of fighters. I was very into MMA before it blew up, so it's a lot more accessible sport.
You're the first MMA hipster.
The first hipster, but it was one of those sports where the world champions, they're pretty accessible. Like, you could speak to them easily on the internet. And
did McGregor start there?
Yeah. So
Did you meet him?
No, I've never met him.
You've not met anyone cool.
I mean, I got my spleen knocked out of me by Alistair Overeem. Yeah! World champion. Well, not literally, but there's a video on YouTube.
You're just lying.
It's got 1 million views over.
Yeah.
Alistair Overeem punches a kid, gives Pete a body punch. That's my claim to fame. Yeah! Who else? Oh, who I actually did meet and chat to was the guy. He's called Kevin Clark. He's the one from The Inbetweeners that threw Will into the river.
Oh, I don't remember.
On they had.
Is that one of the big bullies?
Work experience, yeah, at the garage, and then the mechanics.
Was it a series or movie?
No, in the series, and
In the
he
series.
throws into it. I met him.
I watched it because I think I watched it with you, but
I've met Calvin Harris at the airport. Yeah, I had a little picture of him.
Okay, what, you knew him by face?
Yeah.
So that's Calvin Harris.
And I asked him, went up to him and said, "Excuse me, are you Calvin Harris?"
Oh, you did that. It probably wasn't then.
I was 17. I was like, oh, I don't know what to say.
Your heart was fluttering.
Yeah. I don't know, loads, like a few like DJs I guess I've met, bumped into.
Yeah? DJs? What, Rankin?
Not DJ Rankin, mate.
Cammy?
I wish.
Scooter!
Science Storm. DJ Xy. I don't know. I've probably got, if you go on my Instagram, www.instagram.com/PeteHelm90, there's probably some more.
You're the fucking worst. I feel like your toxicity is radiating onto me.
Absorb. Go on to you.
Absorb. Mine are like music and car people. I met Anne Anstead and Mike Brewer from Wheeler Dealers. But Anne Anstead I know from For the Love of Cars. That is such a good series. You should totally check that out. www.youtube/. For the Love of... It's not a YouTube channel. Probably is. I met the drummer of The Prodigy.
No way.
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I love the project. I went to see them live.
Yeah. I met the Julian Piper, the guitarist for B.B. King.
Oh, really? No way. B.B. King is like a legendary fucking...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I played guitar with him.
What?
Yeah. And in a rather Pete fashion, I met Lewis Hamilton. I just saw him from like 10 foot away. There was like a massive crowd around him, but I was just like, and snapped a picky. But yeah, I met him.
That surely counts.
I don't know. I guess if you can make eye contact with them, then
if you make eye
them.
contact and you say something to them, like,
no, I didn't say anything to him.
Oh,
he was too far away. Many others as well. Many. Probably not. I think you've definitely met more famous people.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying spoke to you at this proximity, I've met Jay-Z. Said hello to him. I was front row at Glastonbury when Beyonce was playing.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, Bez from the Happy Mondays. He was just walking around Glastonbury. You meet loads of people like that.
I with Mike Brewer and Anna Anstead, I sat down and ate fish and chips with them. They sat down with us at Silverstone and we all ate together. It was quite
so
good.
you've got actual proper interactions with these famous people. Mine are just like, oi mate, alright, I like you. Yeah, I know you. Loads of UFC fights. I went to the UFC Fan Expo, so at those sorts of things, you literally wait in line and meet those people.
Yeah, I met Ken Block.
You met Ken Block?
Yeah. And that hat, which is out of shot, he gave to me. It
was his hat.
No, it wasn't his hat.
It was his hat.
Yeah, there you go. The ugliest hat ever. And look, this is actually supposed to be black on the side. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Yeah, it is. It's like bleached because it was so hot that day. It bleached it. Anyway, and I drank beers with the drummer of Hawkwind.
Oh, right.
I got a silver machine.
Yeah, you got proper.
He was on so many drugs. It was incredible.
You've definitely got better interactions. For me, my most famous one probably Alistair Ream because he punched me in the stomach. Yeah. In this video and it's on the internet.
I know you're famous from that.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Oh, mate, I saw you get punched, mate. That's what I get.
Mate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've been on this question for far too long.
Buddy, you sure you met enough people there, guys? Enough celebrities on the A to Z list in terms of fame? I think it's incredible that you've met so many people and to have your guts slanged in by a... Ooh. Some people probably thought you had no guts, but after that one, shows that you did.
It's a killer! It's a killer!
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, so, how am I going to outdo these guys in terms of meeting people? Well, you know, every single famous celebrity... Yeah, I'm basically their dad. Okay, there we go. In the world, past, future, and present. There we go. What is your favourite movie genre? Gonorrhea? What is it?
My favourite movie genre is... I love Tarantino. So those types of films, like the kind of spaghetti western, modern gangster films.
Oh, they are good. And Snatch. All that Guy Ritchie stuff.
Guy Ritchie. Proper lad films. I like them. But my favourite film of all time is actually Clerks.
Okay.
Which is very, is not action-packed as such.
It's a parallel opposite to them.
Yeah. I love all the Kevin Smith movies. Mallrats.
Okay, Kevin Smith as in Shy Bob and...
Jay and Silent Bob, yeah.
Shy Bob.
Those. Love all the Stoner movies. I mean, Harold and Kumar.
Let's not forget Don't Be a Menace.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Really good ones.
Love all those. So, but my favourite genre, is probably gangster. Godfather. Obviously, probably the perfect movie. Scarface. We've watched that. Considering it's a 3-hour film, we've watched that together so many times.
We've at least spent a day of our life watching it.
And on our own, probably watched it loads of times.
I like the old 90s comedies. Jim Carrey, Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Nostalgic, hilarious. Love them, could watch them all day. But I'm just going to go pretty standard with action. But more importantly, the kind of with a really cool twist, a nice clever one. So you got Law Abiding Citizen. You seen that one?
I haven't, but now I know there's a twist in it. So when I go to watch it, I'm going to be thinking about it for the whole 90 minutes.
I'm also going to spoil it for you because I'm going to now go into it more. Just the way he manages to kill people and from inside a jail cell. He times everything and assassinates them. It's very fucking clever. It's really cool. And my girlfriend will not watch that one because there's a scene where one of the bad guys is out on the table and the guy is taking him apart like a ball. And then an eyelid, and he's got adrenaline going into him, so he can't pass out from the pain or anything.
Yeah. So a bit like Saw, kind of,
yeah. But he deserves it because the bad guy killed his family.
Bastard.
Yeah, absolute bastard. But yeah, things like that. Nice twist on it. But Collateral definitely is one of my top 5 films. Just Jamie Foxx being forced by Tom Cruise as a hitman to be his driver for the evening while he commits loads of murders and tries to get out of it. Really cool, nice, clever films. I'm a massive James Bond fan. So
of course.
They also go on there as well.
Yeah. British spy films.
British Heart Foundation.
Oh, you guys got good taste in movie genres. I remember that one specifically about Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. I missed that film. I've only seen it once, but I do remember how intense it was for me watching it back at the time when I first watched it. It was actually really good, that one. Of course, I love Robin Williams. I love Jim Carrey. Back in the 90s, Jim Carrey. Not so much as the modernised one. He doesn't really seem to be on the grid much, but except for a certain movie coming out starring a specific hedgehog, or what looks like a hedgehog, can run really fast. I think the movie's called Spyro the Dragon or something. Yeah, I think so. Something to do with Sega or Sega. 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 Who cares? Alright, 9. Reminds me of a certain scene from a certain X-Men movie. Awesome movie, by the way. First class. So, what was your least favourite or least liked game console of all that you have played?
We've got to do a foreign language, but you didn't know what 9 was.
I was thinking which one. Do I say Nerf? Do I say 9? No, it's just no in German.
Yes.
Michael.
So this could kind of be intertwined with the controversial thing as well for both of us. Xbox. Basically anything Microsoft gaming related, I think.
Never been into Microsoft consoles.
The thing is, for me, is we grew up, we had PlayStations and stuff, and then the Xbox came out, and we were like, who the fuck do you think you are? And it came out, and yeah, quite a lot of people liked it, but then we didn't like those people. Specifically for me, it's the Xbox 360.
Really?
Yeah, like just the red ring of death every 5 minutes.
That was a big issue.
That thing where the discs would get scratched to fuck if you moved it a little bit whilst it was in operation. They overheated lots. They were hard to work on. They were crap. It was just genuinely, regardless of the branding, what games were available for it or anything, a fucking shit piece of hardware. And I think if you look at the history of it and everything, you'll realise that it was actually not developed fully when it was released.
Do you know, sorry to cut in here, folks, especially to you, Mike, but I actually have to agree. Xbox 360 was one of my least liked consoles, specifically because of the reasons you mentioned, especially about the red ring of death, how poorly manufactured it was, and how easily those machines actually broke and scratched my freaking discs. I mean, I've actually had about, what did I say with this? I don't know if I did, maybe like a Fisher. I had about 4 different 360s, and especially when I was a late teenager when this was released, obviously, I think I was around about 17 or 18. I think I was 17, roughly around those years. Just came out of college and stuff, so began to start a new one, and I was looking to the latest console machine because they had the Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360, and the fact is, it's obviously knowing about and having more experience with the Wii and the PS3, with free online, absolutely no complaints here about the free online whatsoever, even from Nintendo. I was shy on Microsoft in that one. I kind of got annoyed with the fact you have to pay for stuff. Not pay for stuff, but pay for your online account. And I can understand that, these consoles are not cheap to make and everything, but I got told by someone in Blockbuster, believe it or not, when the 360 was still new, and he said to me that you're paying for the security of your account. And many people may remember about the PS3 being hacked. Yeah, but no one brings up anything about the 360 and all its flaws. And especially in the hacking department as well. And considering that people are actually hacking into games, I rest my case. Also, not to mention the fact that through the years of me switching between PS3 and 360, I couldn't decide which one I wanted because I had one for about 1 or 2 years. Then I wanted to trade that in to try the PS3 out. Then I went back to 360. Then sometimes in between, other than trading it in like once or twice between each console, the saddest console I got rid of out of those 3 was actually the Wii. Because I had the most fun on that, and I actually felt so sad to letting it go. To try and actually get a, was it PS3 or was it a 360? And I think that might have been the 360 because I was a bit annoyed. So, this 360 had so many darn problems. And I've got one now and everything, but only because they had to really try and make something better of it. And you had to purchase a separate freaking hard drive. And it used to cost about, 60 quid? 70 quid? Microsoft, this is for you.
I think they had a change of architecture on the processor or something at the last minute, and that's why they kept going overheating and crusty and shit like that.
I see.
What about you?
Well, I mean, Microsoft consoles for me, definitely. I mean, I just didn't never get into. I'm not going to mention consoles I've never played before. You know, like the Panasonic 3DO or whatever. But for me, it's the Xbox. Xbox 360. Even though I am a retro gamer and always favour the older consoles, I do feel like consoles are getting better. I mean, factually they are. The specs, and the games are just, some of them, you look at them, they're just fantastic.
It's ridiculous nowadays.
But I'm gonna go original Xbox over Xbox 360, just because it was a big hunk of shit, and it came out, it was massive. The PS2 was out. I mean, the PS2 was such a groundbreaking console.
It's true.
And for Xbox, you had to buy Xbox Live.
Now, although I grew up with the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, both of which consoles I liked equally because of certain games that I personally enjoyed, but regarding what Pete just said about purchasing Xbox Live for the Xbox, case closed. Microsoft want the moolah.
You had to pay for that.
It's true, but I don't remember anyone playing PlayStation 2 online.
No, but I don't think online gaming was big then.
No,
and Xbox
it had an expansion port for a modem where you could put it in.
Yeah.
So I guess if we're talking online based,
yeah, but
maybe.
Xbox was just a generation behind. No one was really into online console gaming then, and you had to pay for Xbox Live. It was laggy. I always remember my friend who had Xbox, he'd play FIFA on it online. It was laggy.
Oh, and let's not fucking forget it had a hard drive in it, and it insisted on using that for everything, and that was the slowest thing ever.
And when you had the PS2 where you could play DVDs right out of the box, and this you had to buy a remote and a little thing.
What, you couldn't even use the controller as a remote?
No, it was ridiculous.
Oh,
it was ridiculous.
Oh, and then you got the Duke, the big controller. I remember that coming out and just being like, what the fuck? Why?
Warping my little hands.
Yeah, they did re-release a smaller controller, though, for the original. Yeah. But I think
we're both on the same wavelength, Microsoft consoles for me.
But also, let's not forget, one of the worst things they did was also the PC gaming, and that was PC Games for Windows Live, or something like that, where they tried to introduce this like little dock that came down from the top, and you had to make an Xbox Live account for it and all that shit. And it just fucking ruined it. And I purposely avoided buying games like that. And then, of course, Steam came out, and good riddance. Thank God for that. Moving on?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Now, okay, guys, and fellow viewers, if you remember the Xbox growing up from the early generations of gaming, right? Back in the olden days, the good old days, by the way, there's a few things that are rubbish. I remember Star Wars Battlefront being advertised on the Xbox headsets and things like that, online gameplay and stuff like that, okay? Now, from what these guys just said, which I was completely unaware of because I couldn't even play Xbox Live or go on PS2 online because we didn't actually have inbuilt Wi-Fi back then. That only came out on the PS3. I know you could do wireless on that, and I think you could do it for 360 as well eventually. Obviously wired was and all this and that, but it's fine. I'm going off topic here. The way it was advertised is like there was no problems with it. The first Battlefront on the Xbox, that false advertising thing. If the games were laggy as hell, which I believe they were, especially when Microsoft are concerned, it's harsh, savage. Sony, Microsoft, you have to pay. And going back to what Pete said as well, and it is true, yeah, you had to flip and buy a remote to use some sort of DVD features. You can even use the PS2 did all that just fine. Again, Sony, Microsoft. The Wii was online for free, and the 360 you had to pay. Nintendo, Microsoft. You can see a pattern here, can't you? Mm-hmm. So remember, all you Microsoft fanboy saltwalkers, Microsoft are not perfect. Especially like how you flip and masturbate over everything they do for you.
Number 10. Are you enjoying your YouTube journey?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much for asking. In fact, I'm actually 5 subscribers away from 600 billion. So try and beat that one then, PewDiePie.
Don't know what the fuck that was. It was like a woo, but I just couldn't be bothered.
Woo!
Oh. Did you meet Ric Flair?
I have not met Ric Flair.
No.
Someone I did meet, Michael Van Gerwen. He's the best darts player in the world.
Darts
met
player?
Yeah, I actually met him in a
Really?
pub. Yeah,
Did
I
he
was
smell like
drinking with
curry?
him. No, he's alright.
You were drinking with him?
Yeah.
So that was one of your best famous... You didn't even mention it in the
I
famous
forgot him
segment.
now.
It doesn't even count now.
Well, you just edit it.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you know, you're the technical guy.
Yeah, but I'm not doing
You're the technical guy on the YouTube journey that you've just been asked about. Are you enjoying it?
Ask Dr. Virtual if he'll edit it. Yeah, it's fucking amazing, right? Yeah, we've had a massive excuse to buy loads of awesome games and consoles, increase both of our knowledge on the whole recording situation
whole
and
spectrum
everything.
of gaming and recording and meshing them in intertwining.
Yeah, and it's fucking amazing. It's great, and we just got this new studio, and this means that I can use my awesome computer now, which means that everything's just going to get better from here on in, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, for me, we've spoken about it on our channel. For me, I was not into this YouTube gaming community at all. It took you about a year to persuade me to do this.
Yeah, I mean, initially it was like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a plan. And that evening we kind of, we started brainstorming and stuff like that. And I made the Twitter and did that for a year. And it was, a year until we actually started recording and uploading.
And I was like, I've got all the games, I've got all the consoles, but do I actually want to go online and get in front of a camera and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I've actually enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
It's been great. We've met a lot of people from it online.
Definitely.
And so, I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I think it's a great community to be part of, especially the gaming YouTube community.
Yeah.
Great community.
Yeah, and the retro gaming community as well.
Oh.
They're one of the best.
Spot on.
Yeah, for sure. Onwards and upwards. So, that is it for this question segment.
Q&A.
Thank you very much, Dr. Virtual, for giving us this opportunity. And we will see you next time. Bye!
Well, there you have it. Pete and Mike from RetroSesh. Hope you enjoyed watching fellow gaming minions. It was a pleasure having these two wonderful, awesome fellow gamers on this wonderful episode, episode 5. And in case you didn't notice, if you made it this far into the video, this has actually been the longest video out of the whole gaming mini interview videos. So I think they're first place at this moment in time, and I don't think that's going to be topped for a very long time. Unless I find another gaming duo or trio who just want to ramble on a little bit more, but still, I think these guys are in first place for that, which ain't exactly a problem whatsoever. I enjoy these kind of videos because they get me to get to know other YouTubers, get you to do the same, and if you feel like you want to be part of this wonderful viewers, all you have to do is ask. And make content, otherwise there's no point. It does help when you make content, honestly it does, otherwise I'll be sending more people to look at your account and you might just want to quit in like 5 months. Not exactly that's important or anything, but you get what I mean. So RetroSesh episode 5 of Gamer Mini interview series is done. Thank you very much, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure having you both. I love the banter between you two. Love the fact you're, old nursery friends. I've got one from primary school. Lives actually rather close to me. I lived up north, moved away from him. I lived in London, moved back down south and stuff. I've moved all over the place in the UK, nearly. I don't think I want to stop either. It's so bloody annoying. I just want to settle down. Now, for those of you that are regular viewers, subscribers or anything like that, I've told you countless times. I've even said on Twitter, I don't know how many more times I've got to say it. I care about the YouTube gaming community and the community itself. Remember, we're all individuals just trying to make something of ourselves, trying to have our enjoyment, trying to have our say. People agree to disagree, that's fine. You're going to get the trolling idiots, you're going to get the idiot, obnoxious fanboys and fangirls. Don't worry about it, don't let that beat you down. Just remember, YouTubers like me don't exist because no one's me, so I'm happy with it. More credit for the taking. So, I just wanted to let you know that a lot of you people owe me a lot of money. So, here's my bank details. But remember, send all of your banknotes in here. So, RetroSesh, episode 5. So, you are now in the leagues with Subscribe Me Eyes, Ray Killam, Bubbly Zen, Zach Pack, and now we have RetroSesh. I wonder who's going to be the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Now, I just want to say something that may be a little bit more thoughtful here, in a way, is that just because, like, let's say in 10 years' time, while I'm still doing this, I could be on episode 50 or whatever, it doesn't mean to say that the people who I've already interviewed are any less relevant than the people who I will interview on a specific time when people watch the new content. Everyone here is going to be valued and pretty much appreciated equally. Okay? Unless you do something that I hate or stuff like that in your life and you turn into a right cabbage patch. But in that case, yeah, we'll make mistakes, but still. Thank you very kindly for watching, fellow viewers. I hope you made it this far into the video, being the longest episode I've done, which is absolutely no problem. I've loved it. Loved getting to know Mike and Pete. Really good. I hope you enjoyed getting to know them. So if you would be so kind, if you consider going over to their channel, they got some great content going on with regarding gameplays and awesome commentary. It's their commentary that I absolutely love. Not to mention also the games they play, because I pretty much played all the same ones also. And the fact is, the retro game is, well, yeah, what is considered retro now, but at the time it was modern, but now it's retro. But in the first few generations, let's just say it was mostly around the 4th, 5th, I'd say, yeah. Go over to their account, enjoy, engage with them. Subscribe to their account if you so wish. I do recommend their channel very greatly. I've been supporting their account for a while. Obviously, I jump from account to account in terms of me supporting other YouTubers. And I always come back to the ones and catch up on their videos. I've been doing it for many other channels, and I'll continue to do so. I am a supporting YouTuber. I am Dr. Virtual, the gaming doctor, the amazing retroholic, the magnificent video gamer, undefeated champion throughout the multiverse and the omniverse. Here to help you out and make sure wishing you have a wonderful day, evening or night, whatever you're going to do. Look after your friends, look after your loved ones, look after your family, look after yourselves, okay? And may retro gaming live on, fellow minions. Thank you for watching.